Boricua.
Welcome to another episode of Cathy Fernandez Spiritual Health. The power to change your life is within you. You just have to believe it. Join me. Our journey begins now. Do you know that sexual energy is so powerful that you can use this energy to magnetize for success? And also, you can take your intimacy or your love making with your partner to the next level of ecstasy. It is unthinkable, right? Well, the sexual energy, we know that it's an energy that creates life. But when you use it as a battery, it gives you the strength to have pure bliss in your life. Hi, I'm Cathy, and welcome to this episode of Spiritual Health. When I first heard of sacred sexuality was in a workshop that I went about Tantra. And this is a philosophy, ancient philosophy about how to use the energy, the sexual energy as a spirituality. It's a combination of yoga, breathing, and obviously energy movement in order to use this sexual energy for achieving things in life and also to connect at a more deeper in a spiritual level. So one thing that I learned was about holding sacred space for others. When we hold sacred space for others, especially when you have a partner, in this case, but you can use the sacred sexuality also for yourself. You don't need a partner. But in this case, when we learn to hold the space for the other person. And holding the space is not just, I'm just being selfish and I want the satisfaction just for myself. No, it's really connect in a deeper level to create this dance among the partners. So you can know exactly being in tune with the energy of the other partner, and you know exactly what's going on, what their needs are, where is a blockage that it needs to be released. Because sometimes in the sexual act, you can release energy, something that is maybe from the past or something that is bothering you throughout the day. And when you hold that space in intimacy with the other person, you can sustain and bring a lot of healing, among each other. So it's basically, I can see it not only something that can help you manifest things, but also to heal at a deeper level. Okay. And when we use it ourselves, just without a partner, it's the same thing of intimacy that you create with yourself. You use that energy, and when you need to nourish and sustain your emotions, sustain your feelings, sustain your thoughts internally, you have that space, you holding that space for yourself. Okay? So that's the difference when you holding the space for other or holding the space for yourself. But it's the same. It's a space of not only of connection, but it's a space of healing. So another thing we talked about was about orgasm. You heard of the different type of orgasm. One is the one that is in the sexual organs, or there's a full body orgasm or cosmic orgasm. In these three types of orgasm, the energy moves differently. When we have just the one in our genitals, that orgasm is very subtle. It's an orgasm that is going to release energy, but it's going to deplete you. It's not going to really fulfill you. It's something that you're going to, it's like, I release, but then obviously I feel tired. I want to go to sleep. I don't have any desires anymore. Because what you did was to, instead of holding the energy, instead of increasing the energy, you actually release it and empty your vessel. And now you are at zero energy percentage. So the orgasm, the full body orgasm, is an orgasm that is, it can only be achieved by moving the energy upwards. And in the guys, they cannot, or they should not, they suggest not to release the energy in a form of a cum, like they cannot have an ejaculation. So the woman shouldn't have an orgasm by a clitoris, like a clitoria orgasm. Instead, is the orgasms should be internally, like when they talking about that famous G point. Okay? Why? Because when it's internally, you actually collecting, you building up this powerful energy inside you, and you expanded it throughout the body. So the whole body becomes like shaky, and you have all kinds of sensations and explosion inside you that can lead you to have a cosmic orgasm, or an explosion in your mind where your third eye can have this psychedelic type of experience inside you. And this is really powerful. And at that moment, when you use the full body orgasm, when it happens inside you, that's when you can actually use that energy to channel it to make something happen. What do you mean make something happen? Like, let's say you have a project. You move that energy to that project. Or you put the intention to, so I'm going to have an orgasm because I want to, create something. Okay? And that's when this energy is really, that you can use it for something. Okay? Another thing we talked was about the Kundalini energy. Knowing that this energy is condensed like a coil. Kundalini means coil. And it's condensed in the bottom of your spine for a reason, because it's a potential that you have. It's a potential energy that you have in order for you to really connect to source. But it's not that easy to really, access this energy. You have to train in order for you to use that energy, the Kundalini energy, in order for the energy to awaken it and go through. And another thing we talked about was the sacred wedding. And the sacred wedding is just using that Shakti energy, which is in the root chakra, and bring that energy up in the movement like a dance, okay? And when your body start dancing and the energy combine on the top of your head in your crown chakra, okay? When the energy gets there is when you actually can commune with God. That's what they say. It's like having that awakening energy, or you can just really have full bliss and connection with the source. But that's actually something you have to practice more in order to get to that point. So the sacred sexual energy is really pure and something that can be magnetized anything that you want using this energy. So just practice and use it. It is so powerful and is a way of spirituality. A friend of mine told me he started to practice this sacred sexuality He thought, at the beginning, he was really sexual and he was, thinking, oh, I'm having sex with this woman and I'm going this way. But something was missing in his life. That's what he told me. And that's why he started it connecting. I know that this energy, that it was so powerful in him that he could give it some other purpose. So he started study different modalities. He started studying Tantra and connecting his sexuality for a more meaningful purpose in his life. So this practice was a way of living for him. And this practice, he say that it helped him not only to increase in his spirituality, but also to be more sensitive, more empathic with himself and with others. He starts seeing life like more like an extension of God because he was always blissful. So he stopped wasting his energy and start working on those internal processes in order for him to be more present, to be able to sustain the space for him and for others. And when he connected with other women, it was not only connecting in a sexual act. He was connected at a deeper level. He knew how to exchange that energy. And not only that, but he told me that many times when a partner has come from, from a trauma, from childhood or anything, he was able to sustain the energy. And a lot of healing came through. Because let's say you have a very traumatic situation that involves sexuality when you were younger. That energy stores in you. So obviously you're not going to be open to, to have this type of contact, or you might not be wanted to be touched because you feel the tension of it. But he helped a lot of people in this case to release that trauma because he was holding deeply the space for the healing to happen. Sometimes he just had to hold the person. Sometimes he was just massaging the person. Sometimes he was just being present and let the person cry or being vulnerable about it. And this is why sacred sexuality is so powerful and important. Because when you connect with the person, you do it at a deeper level. You don't do it just by the body. It's like almost having the two souls doing this dance, using the body as a vehicle, using the body just to sustain that energy. And with that energy, you can have completely bliss in life. In this society, we use orgasm as some type of prize. It's like releasing the energy from a full day of work, and it's almost like, okay, I'm going to make it and I'm going to do it. I'm going to have this wonderful pleasure because I deserve it. No, it's not like that. If you don't have an intention for having sex or to have this orgasm, why I want to use that? Is it for my own egotistic pleasure, or can I use it for something more deeper, like my own connection, my own development in my spirituality, my own connection to God? Do I want to create a project? Can I use this battery that I'm creating and not waste the energy in an orgasm in a small time or a small frame of orgasm? No, we can move this energy. We can use it very purposely. And what does it do? It gives you a more deep pleasure for life. You feel more connected, more intense, the creative part of you gets more clear and you can receive because you are so vulnerable and so sensitive that you open to receive. Uh, the witches back in the days and nowadays, they use this orgasm and this energy in order to do their enchantments. They use they use the moon cycles with their orgasm in order to redirect that energy to magnetize what they wanted it to accomplish. Okay? And that's what this energy does. It helps you, magnetize for success. And why is that? Well, it's actually a chemical reaction because our sex organs, they are designed when they've been used properly to release a set of chemicals in the brain, a set of hormones that makes us feel happy, like oxytocin. This is the hormones of love and connection and bonding. So you also release dopamine, and this hormone gives you not only pleasure but inspiration and strength and courage to do things. What about serotonin? This is the happy hormone. You feel happy and you feel fulfilled. So when you have this set of feelings inside you, the emotions of happiness and inspiration and connection, obviously, anything can be magnetized, anything can be created, right? So why don't we use it correctly? So one of the things I suggest, or, it's the practice. Obviously, you have to practice and you have to commit to use your body for this sacred sexuality, with it, using this sacred sexuality within your body. You have to connect your body. And one thing I can recommend is to take time. Take the time to explore your body, touch it, massage it, breathe. You have to breathe in the body and just be in there. Be present. And every time you make love, do an intention. Obviously, you can use other philosophies like yoga and try to use this as a tool for release traumas. Don't be ashamed of your body. Just let it go. Surrender. Surrender to the energy. It's just an energy. Another important thing is to breathe from the root to the crown when you're making love or when you're about to have that explosion. Because that's when the energy, you're sustaining it and then you bring it up and everything could happen. And that's when you full body experiment the orgasm. Let it go. Let it be. Enjoy and use this energy as a tool for spirituality to connect with the more sacred self of yourself. To me, the sacred sexuality is like a dance that opens you to the mystic. So be conscious and responsible with this magical and strong energy. You can work your sexuality from the sacred. And that's all we have today. So I hope you have enjoyed and to start exploring the deepest self of yourself. And I'll see you next time. And remember, awaken your magic.
Agua.